All right, guys, welcome back to another Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing Picks by Open Anglers. We got Todd, Castledine, Bradley, Hallman, and myself. We've done this all year, guys. They are headed to Lake Guntersville. You know, Lake Guntersville is one of those places we've all been. Got big fish, and they're actually kind of hitting it at a weird time of year, a transition time of year. So fishing could be kind of difficult. We're all three coming off a Bassmaster Open at Lake Hartwell. We've been on the road a bunch. We're about to be on the road even more. So, guys, y'all are both kicking my butt in this Bassmaster Fantasy stuff. You know, overall, y'all have done just an excellent job on your picks. I think y'all are both like 99% pickers, 98 to 99%. I'm at 93%, so I'm kind of tailing behind right now.
Where you at, Ted?
Yeah, where you at?
What's your percentage, Ted?
98.7.
I'm 99.4. Just clearing the air here. I am the leader here. Just making sure we know all that.
What's your rank right now, Hallman?
I am 202.
Wow.
Really?
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I'm a gamer, boys. Y'all know that. I mean, hey, we're fixing to start another one. We got what, 4 left?
Yeah,
Four
I think
left?
so. Yeah. Well, you better keep picking good. That's all I got to say, because I'm about to just light it up on this back half.
All right,
So,
let's roll.
Let's do it, guys. Let's just go and dive right on into it. Todd, let's go. You first pick.
Yeah, Todd, you Todd, first.
Ready, go.
Y'all know I haven't even looked at it yet.
I know you haven't. We're tired of you copying our answer. You pick.
Yep. You're up first.
Well, I'm not copying Andrews because I'm beating them.
I would copy mine this week.
Yeah, this is a tough one. So let me think.
It's not tough. This one's not tough. This one's easy.
This is an easy one.
This is easy.
Scott Canterbury.
Amen.
Yeah, but I went Scott Canterbury as well. Hallman, you did too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a super easy pick on Group A. Let's go somebody off the beaten path here. Let's pick somebody that could have a big event that isn't the most obvious choice. Hallman, how about you lead us off with that? Who you got? We call it our dark horse, but they're really not a dark horse because we expect them to do well, even though they're maybe a low percentage owned person.
Yeah, it took me a second to get back to it. The Group A, obviously, Fighter is high on the list. Look, guys, when you're picking this deal, this is going to be a little different than spring fishing. And we just witnessed that, right, where we just came from, where Andrew and Scott just pummeled on me and Todd. Fall fishing is different. So you're not just going to be able to pick the same guys that you've always picked every year when these things are in the spring and these guys are spring fishermen. I'm not saying that Fighter's that way. I'm just saying that Fighters from Minnesota and Guntersville in the fall is going to play a lot different than it plays in the spring, right? Y'all agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why who I'm picking as well is the same thing you're kind of going after.
Yeah. Clark Wendland's got a lot of experience. If I was going to pick a dark horse, that's who I'd pick.
Yeah, I like Wendland a lot in that group. I'm actually going to go Matt Airy, and mainly because Matt Airy has spent quite a bit of time there. He's not that far away in North Carolina. I think it would be I think he's going to do well there. He's a good fall fisherman. He tends to excel at that time of year, and also in the spring too. I mean, obviously he catches them then. Who you got, Todd? Let's hear it.
I was there last fall or 2 falls ago when we had the Coastal Championship there.
Yeah.
And what won it was flipping. There was a frog bite going on. There was also some weird bites going on. There was a weird little shad spawn schooling chatterbait type deal going on. And so I'm straight up. There was a whole big grass bite going on. Like it was not an offshore deal. And so I'm looking at a guy like a Drew Benton.
Is that the tournament that Kyle Walters won that you're talking about that was there in the fall? Is that right? Clipping?
Yes.
From Florida?
Yes.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So I picked more of that. But I remember how it was going down there too. It was like an all grass thing. It was some stuff going down. We had some things that happened, some real bad, some weather change that got us on some of the frog stuff and some of the things that were going on with us. But yeah, I just think I think he's a guy who, you know, the Seminole kind of like Seminole and Guntersville, I think play a lot. Like, I just think he's going to be a guy who makes a lot of sense there.
No doubt. Well, let's go into Group B. Hallman, I'll let you take the lead on this one. Who you got?
I'm stepping out there. I ain't lying. I am stepping out there because, boys, I'm telling y'all, if y'all are way up in the standings, really you just want to putt par every hole and not do something crazy here. So I really like this guy's YouTube. Dude, you better hang in there with that Southern accent because I'm crazy about it. Kyle Welcher, get it done from Alabama. Come on.
Wow. Okay. You are stepping out there on that one. I mean, just based off percent owned, like that's definitely a step out there.
Yep.
Who you got, Todd?
Man, I was really proud of this pick, and I'm not as proud of it anymore because I don't look at percentages, guys. I really don't. Like when I y'all know I'm looking at this right now, and I just go through the list of like kind of in my head what I think should be going on. The Hunter Shryock pick is interesting. The Stetson Blaylock, the John Cox, the Drew Cook. The first name I came across, and why I'm upset, is the fact that I'm not the only one thinking this. I didn't look at percentages, I swear to you guys, but I looked at Brandon Lester, and it just stood out to me for some reason. I think I'm going to pick Brandon Lester.
I like that. I actually went I think we all kind of went off the beaten path here a little bit.
Yeah.
I actually went Todd Auten. And the reason I went Todd Auten is the guy excels in the fall.
He does.
He catches them in the fall. Everywhere he goes, the guy catches them. I mean, he is one of those old school creek guys. He can play that game. He can flip. He can throw a chatterbait as good as anybody. I think he has a good tournament here, no doubt about it. And growing up in South Carolina, like they fish tough places this time of year. I think it lines up well for him.
Yep.
I'm gonna go dark horse first, just because I haven't got to go first yet. Man, it's so hard, but I'm gonna go Hunter Shryock. The Shryock brothers are big time flippers. They like to flip. They like wielding that big stick, and any guys that like to do that this time of year on Guntersville, I think are gonna have a good tournament. And he's probably one. I think the other one is probably like a Chris Johnson, same way. Those Johnson brothers really like to flip. Who you got, Hallman? Dark
horse in Group B. I'll take a Johnston brother all day long. I'll take Chris.
That's a strong one. I really think those Johnson brothers are really good flippers. Like, that's just what they do.
I'll take a Drew Cook.
Oh, that's a good one.
I just like that Florida. I like that Florida aspect to Guntersville.
Yeah. So let's move on to Group C. Todd, I'm putting you on the spot. This one could be an easy or a hard one for you, because there is a couple of interesting people in this group.
Oh, man. Oh, this is hard. Who did everyone else pick? Now I'm looking at the percentages. No. No, I'm not picking any. No, I'm not picking any. These are all dark horses that I picked. Man. So my first thought was, okay.
Mr. Underprepared.
No, it's not
like
underprepared, man.
He just shows up and he's like, yeah.
What's this creek? I don't know what this creek's called.
This one. What's this place got to offer?
Man, okay, so the Brian Schmidt thing, like they do eat a chatterbait down there. They're gonna eat a swim jig and they're gonna do. Man, the only thing that scares me with Brian Schmidt is if they get tucked up in that grass, he might struggle. He might.
Yeah, he might not pick up a flipping stick. You just never know.
He might not pick up a flipping stick. So I'm looking at this Ray Hanselman, Steve Kennedy thing, and I don't know why. And the Steve Kennedy thing, Steve can kind of burn you. Don't y'all agree sometimes?
Oh, yeah. He's the kind of guy, and I've stayed with Steve at a tournament before out west. He's the guy that will go practice for 6 hours, and that's all he might practice. Like, if he figures out one thing, and that's like that, he'll just be like, all right, I'm just going to go fish the tournament and see what happens. I mean, and if that one thing doesn't pan out, like he might not,
You just
do as well.
got me out of my spot, man. Dang it. What am I thinking, man? Man, Hanselman. I'm going with Hanselman. I'm going with Hanselman, man, just because listen, Guntersville is big fish. Hanselman's used to that. He's got a bunch of grass. He's used to that. If they get on the top water, he's like swim bait.
Yeah.
Like, he can do all those things, but he will save himself. Like,
Yes.
the Steve Kennedy thing scares me because you're right. Like, Hanselman will save himself. He will go figure out how to catch 12 pounds somewhere. And man, we're all trying to qualify for the Classic. Listen, we're all trying to. You don't want to pick a freaking bomb in one of these things. Like,
No.
that's how you go from like hero. Like, if you pick a bomber in one of these things, you're going out on a limb too much. You drop. You drop in this fantasy fishing. So
I agree.
Hanselman.
Who you got, Hallman?
Oh, I'm taking the opposite of Todd. Steve Kennedy ain't no risk. I'm taking him all the way.
Really?
Yeah, he's an Alabama guy. Yeah, he'll catch him.
I didn't say it was a risk. It just
I'm going Zaldane.
really.
I was surprised Zaldane didn't catch him at St. Clair, and I think it probably put a chip on his shoulder. And I want to say every single time Zaldane's been to Guntersville, he's figured it out and caught him. The last few times that he's gone there,
Has he?
he's the kind of guy that could go out there and catch a giant bag. Like, he's really good at that kind of stuff. So,
Dude, Hallman, we just either like maybe my 2%. Maybe I just really went. What I'm saying, I'll put it this way: we might have just like really shot up the leaderboard after this, or like we went down.
yeah, y'all gonna be right there with me.
But dude, if we hit this, like, we'll be in the 1 percentile. I'm just telling you.
1 percentile. All right, Hallman, who's your dark horse in Group C?
I'm gonna say Brian Schmidt. I just got off the phone with him yesterday. The year he's had, it's not really been up to his expectations. It hasn't been from lack of not getting bites. He's had some really crazy stuff happen to him. I look for him to really dig in at 1%. If you guys wanted to catch up, I wouldn't be surprised to see Brian Schmidt in the last day of top 12, top 10 fishing.
What you got, Todd?
Brad Watley.
I like that one. Yeah. I actually went with Cliff Prince as my dark horse. Florida guy, definitely a big-time flipper.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a major mover on this particular tournament because I truly think that it's going to be a flipping bite. I think that's going to be the main thing.
That's what Kyle Walters did just a few years ago.
Yeah, I was in that same tournament, and it definitely was the thing to be doing. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Todd, who do you have? Or let's go Hallman. Who do you have in Group D?
Gerald Swindle.
Easy pick. Easy pick. What about you, Todd?
You know me, I was just going down the list. I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And I'm like, Gerald Swindle. And then I saw the 42.6. And I'm like, yeah, why is he down here in this group? Man, I was really going to go out on a limb and pick, not on a limb, but I was going to pick Caleb Summerall. But like, it's too hard to pass up Gerald. It's just,
dude, this could be Gerald's very first Elite Series win.
No, I know. No, I'm not going to go. I said I was going until I got to Gerald, and then I'm like, well, now it's impossible. I cannot not vote for Gerald.
Yeah.
Caleb, you're my dark horse, though.
All right. What about? Let's see. I got Wes Logan. I like Wes Logan there. 4.2% or 4.3%. Definitely the one that I'm going with on that. Dark horse, I'm actually going with Kyle Monty. And I don't know, I just a gut pick there. Monty is from Okeechobee, and just when you don't think he's going to catch him, he does pretty good. Young guy, definitely is a little scrappy as far as that goes. Hallman, who you got dark horse, Group D?
The Golden Ram, Clifford Perch, all day long, son. All day long.
What you got, Todd?
No, I picked Caleb.
Okay.
I picked Caleb for mine. I picked twice. I went off
You just went ahead,
off the rails. Yeah.
Way to go, Todd.
Yeah.
Group E, I'm going to lead this one off because I hadn't led off a main group. I'm going Bill Wilder. Yeah. Who won St. Clair. I I truly think the guy's got a little momentum, and I'm playing momentum card 100% here. And he's from Alabama. He figured out how to win at the Elite Series level, and that definitely momentum is such a big thing. Like, there's no doubt about it. What you got, Hallman?
What you got, Todd? Let Todd go next.
Oh yeah, this could be good.
This pick, man. I'm scared to death to do it. So in that tournament that I fished, Carl Jacobson got on a bite one day.
He did. I forgot about that. Golly.
I know where.
Yep.
And that place is good. Like where he was at, like. But Carl's one of those guys too, man, that like I hate the glide bait. So I'm going to pick a guy who throws a glide bait that I hate actually the glide bait because it's the freaking one of the worst like hero or zero type baits.
It is. It is the worst hero zero type
It is
baits.
the worst. And I'm sitting here going, but I will say one thing about him too. Let me ask you a question. Look at Hallman. Hallman's freaking out on my decision making. He can't handle it. Where did Carl catch him on a jig on a bridge? When he smoked him in one of those Elite Series, a couple like the first year or two. He caught him throwing a jig on a bridge, and he sat there all day long getting a couple bites. We all know one thing about Guntersville:
bridges play.
Bridges play.
All the time.
Carl, come on, Carl.
Carl.
Do it for me, Carl. I'm picking him, man, because if he sticks up, look, I know where he was at when he was throwing that glide bait. And I know he had a success around a bridge. If the bridges, I'm just telling you, man, if he can sit there all day long, he's going to be around fish. What more could you ask for? A guy being around a bunch of fish waiting on them to bite, that's the lake to do it. By far, that is the lake. If you want to win an event, you wait around on a bridge until I can't do it. I think Carl can. I'm pulling from my man Carl.
Who you got, Hallman?
Such a hard group, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. John Cruz has had a rough year, and I just look for him to break out at any time. But I'm way up there in the points, and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Don't be scared, Hallman.
I'm not going to be. Look, I'm not going to be. I'm going to pick a 2%er on this group. I'm not scared. I ain't scared.
Hallman will drive across a 6-inch flat for 5 miles to get to a creek. Don't tell me you're scared to pick somebody.
I ain't. I'm going to pick a guy that would drive that same thing with me. His name is Gary Klaus. I want to Phoenix Boats. I'm going to take the Phoenix Boats, man, and I think Gary can get it done this week. Fall fishing does suit him better than spring, and this could be his animal. He's not far away. He's just right across the border there in Tennessee, and so he should have plenty of time.
So who do you have as your dark horse, Todd?
Did you pick?
Yeah, I picked Bill Wilder. Right. Wilder.
Yeah. I'm still with you on the flipping deal. I think the flipping deal can always be. Where is he? I saw him earlier, I think. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Brett Pruitt.
That's a good pick. What you got, Hallman?
I'm gonna go with the Oklahoma Dale Hightower at 0.3%. I think he can get her done.
Oh, I want to change my pick. You ready?
Change it.
I'm going to go with the dark horse fall fisherman himself, the king of fall fishing, is in that group. Rick Clun.
There you go.
Good point, brother. Good pick. Hold on. I'm changing my pick. Oh, my God, he picked so good. I'm going with Rick Clun for the win. No more Gary Klaus. No Phoenix Boats. I'm changing my pick. Rick Clun.
Dang it,
Rick Clun. Hallman's got Clun. No Gary Klaus.
That's a good pick overall. I know.
That's my pick.
Todd
is right, dude. That guy's a fall animal. I'm going Rick Clun.
I'm actually going Robbie Latuso. He is a pretty solid guy in in the fall. Obviously did pretty good at Rayburn the other day at a tough Rayburn event, and he caught them shallow when a lot of other guys did not. I think he catches them. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's a good pick, isn't it?
Dude,
I like that one.
listen. I'm calling it right now. Hey, I don't mean to take over your deal. Let's pay attention to this. I'm betting that Group E does better, possibly almost as a whole, than a lot of the other groups. I think there'll be more dark horses out of Group E than any other group. So let's try to pay attention to that.
Okay.
I think there's some really good picks in Group E. When you really look at
I
it.
would say, I think I should go back to my Greg Klaus pick. I'm like torn. I don't know who I'm picking, guys. I'm just leaving it out there. I could go Klaus. I could go Klund. It could change any minute. I still got two days or something to change it, so I may change. I don't know who I'm picking.
All right,
Andrew made a good point about the Rayburn deal, man. Like I'm telling you, there are some good picks in Group E.
I agree.
Let's jump into the tiebreaker. This is kind of a hard one, man. Fall time of the year, you don't know how tough Guntersville's fishing. They could hit a good week as far as weather goes. You know, you just never know. That fall fishing stuff's weird. What you got, Hallman?
I'm going to go 57-6.
Wait.
Oh, it's 4-day tournament. Oh, whoa.
I was like, man, that is a really low weight.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good pick, Hallman. I think you should stick with that one.
No, it won't work. I'm looking more around the 60. Well, yeah, no. I'm going to go 64-12.
Okay. What you got, Todd?
I already had mine in at 68. Hold on, God dang it. 68-3.
I went 72-6.
I think Andrew's probably closer to being right. I always forget about these small fields. You know, we come out of these fields, and I'm like thinking that it's just going to be.
Oh my gosh!
Like there's nobody there. Like they got the whole place to themselves.
They got 80 guys, like on a freaking massive lake. Yeah. They don't even run into people.
In the tournament, guys.
Yeah, they'll have it all to themselves. I mean, it could be 80, but the fall the fish are a little bit skinnier for the most part, but they should still catch them pretty darn good. I mean, they're not even going to be.
They could all go sit on a bridge.
Yeah.
They could all go sit on a bridge and have it all to themselves.
Unfortunately, Todd does not have very good signal right now.
With his little peoples in the field.
Yeah. Todd's Wi-Fi is.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Very East Texas.
He's very East Texas right now. The pine trees are getting to him a little bit. There's no doubt about it.
That's all right.
Well, guys, that's going to be a wrap here for the Lake Guntersville Fantasy Fishing Pick'em from the Bassmaster Open Anglers, Todd Castledine, Bradley Hallman, and myself. We have 4 more tournaments left. Todd is leading the pack in our group right now out of us 3. It's sitting really good in points. Hallman and I are we're catching up, but we're slowly but surely getting there. Make sure y'all follow both of these guys on their YouTube channels below. You're going to see them below their names right here. And, guys, thank you again. And let's see who lands out on top. I think I got y'all on this one. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, I think y'all made some very, very, very risky picks this week.
We did. Probably too many.
And I'm really looking forward to taking over y'all after this event. So thank y'all for making such great picks. And guys, thank you again for watching. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you like it. And thank y'all for watching again.